In that way, liberals in Russia campaigned to end this state of affairs together with the Social Democrats and the Social Revolutionaries. They worked with the peasants and workers during the revolution of 1905 to demand a constitution. So they all worked together to demand a constitution, and they were supported in the empire by the nationalists and in Muslim-dominated areas of the Jadidis who wanted modernized Islam to lead their societies. So now, the year 1904 was a particularly bad one for the Russian workers. It was very, very bad. Prices of the essential goods rose so quickly and that real wages declined by 20%. The prices increases and the wages decreases by 20%. The membership of the Workers' Association rose dramatically. So you remember, the Russian workers form association so that they will be able to help their members at the time of their distress, at the time of their trouble, at the time when they don't have employment. So at this time, the members of the association increases very, very fast. But then what happened? 4 members of the Assembly of Russian Workers, which had been formed in 1904. Russian Assembly of Russian Workers was formed in 1904, and they were dismissed. And some 4 members of the Assembly of Russian Workers were dismissed at the Putilov Iron Works. Then what happened? They go for industrial action. Now we should take action why 4 of our members were being kicked out by the Putilov Iron Works. Over the next few days, what happened? About 10,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike, demanding reduction in the working day to 8 hours. They were working more than 12, 13, somewhere 15 hours, so it should be reduced to 8 hours. And they were also demanding that wages should be increased and there should be improvement in the working condition. These all demands they brought up. Then what happened? Important one. Then the procession of the workers, led by Father Gapan, reached the Winter Palace. It was attacked by the police and the Cossacks. The Cossacks are the special soldiers of the Tsar, horse-riding soldiers with huge sword, very, very dangerous. So they were known as the Cossacks. So over 100 workers were killed and about 300 were injured in this incident. So this incident is known as Bloody Sunday. This Bloody Sunday started a series of events which became known as the 1905 Revolution. The beginning was Bloody Sunday, and then it started a chain of events. This chain of events which is known as the 1905 Revolution. Strike took place all over the country. Universities were closed down because student bodies stays a workout. If the student walks out, there will be no students in the university. So the university were shut down. And then lawyers, doctors, engineers, and other middle-class workers established the Union of Unions and demanded a constituent assembly. So now lawyers, doctors, engineers, and other members of the middle class, they started establishing the Union of Union, and they were demanding that constituent assembly should be formed. When we say the constituent assembly, it means the people who will write the constitution, who will frame the constitution and draft the constitution. Now, during the 1905 revolution, the Tsar allowed the creation of consultative parliament or Duma. Remember this, the Russian parliament is known as a Duma, and the Tsar allowed this. For a brief while during the revolution, there existed a large number of trade unions and factory committees made up of factory workers. So for some time, they have a large number of trade unions and factory committees. These factory committees were made up of factory workers. But then, after 1905, most of the committees and the union worked unofficially. Why? Because they were declared as illegal. So since they were illegal, they had to work unofficially. Severe restrictions were placed on political activity. The Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and re-elected the second within 3 months. Why? Because he did not want, he means the Tsar, he did not want any questioning of his authority or any reduction of his power. He doesn't want that, so he dismissed the Duma. And after 3 months again, he appointed another Duma. Members of the Duma, that is, he changed the voting laws and pegged the third Duma with conservative politicians. Voting laws were changed and the third Duma was formed with the help of the conservative politicians. Liberals and the revolutionaries were kept out. Liberals and the revolutionaries were not the member, they were kept out.